Okay, here's my flat. Proof it's not as bad as my landlord housing officer said it was before. Photos he took of my flat before had the walls absolutely black and the ceiling black with filth, utterly horrible, and just completely dishonest of him. My cat has been left here alone for 10 days, or at least a week anyway. On the third day I was in hospital, they said they'd dealt with the matter. We now found her here, about 12 days into my abduction. Here she is, very, very anxious for company, having been alone for so long. She was very scared at first. Okay, there is some mess on the floor, but it's not like covering the floor, it's spotting it. That's bad, I know it is. But I mean, it could be worse. I can actually clean that up quite quickly, really. People who can't just have a really fussy attitude. I could get through that fairly quickly, really. Some of that is her being left here alone for a week anyway. Everything is really quite clean. I know it's dusty, but that's about all. If you want to look at things anyway, that's not even a paw print, so cats haven't been anywhere near them, and obviously dogs haven't. So, you know, this was completely clean. Pussycat's been around the place, and they knocked over and broke something there, chasing my cats about. It's not that bad. That's cat food there, not cat poo. It is not. I know what the hell is in my flat. People tell me, it is. No, it bloody isn't. I know what's in my flat. That's cat food. Bits of old cat food that I should have cleaned but didn't. It's still not as bad as it could be. It's still not very... It could, you know, that's just a couple of days, really. Don't forget I have 5 cats, or 6 if you count the one that... count Coco, who was left here, 6. And the reason it smelled was because somebody didn't empty the bucket. Well, of course they didn't. It's not their job, but that is you know, an ongoing smell. That's a bit burnt and left. But I mean, that looks like so much dirt there. That's actually fluff. I wonder if you can see that. That's just fluff. It's fluff. Okay, it should have gone, yeah, but it's still just fluff. The rest of the place is all right. It is generally okay. I think it's the heat from the cooking that makes the air circulate round this way. See, that's all right. Unfortunately, the heat seems to attract dust. See, the rest of it's all right. It just attracts dust around there. This area was perfectly clean. This was clean except for little bits of... See, there's not poo. You've been telling me that it's poo. That's not poo. Oh, God, it looks bad on the film. It's just cat hair, and it doesn't look anything like as dark in real life. Yeah, there are some bits of some dust on the stairs. I had some things on the stairs. And I have animals, so there's dust on the stairs. This here is just ordinary... marks from touching the wall. Again, it's just bits of that's just dust. It looks, God, that looks 10 times darker on film. 10 times darker. My hand looks a lot darker. My hand is actually clean. It's the camera. It's this camera that's doing it. This is just cat scratches. That's all it is. They know how to make the film look bad. They know how to make things look bad. That's not dark. That's shadow. That's not dark. Oh, you can't see it properly. There's shadow. You can't see, that's not dirt, it's shadow. I clean it. I do clean around here. Hello, baby. This area doesn't get touched by any animal because it's so much easier for me not to let them in here. Aside from a bit of dust or something that might have come here. Kate, the nurse, agreed that this was just a storage room and everything's perfectly clean, and it is. See how the lighting changes? That is gleaming white on the right at the moment. When I turn the camera towards it, the lighting changes and it looks a whole shade darker. It's this camera that's doing it. See, as soon as I point there, you get a different lighting effect and the whole thing looks... That light there, that place there, that wall is actually darker than that. But you couldn't really see. That's bright. That's quite white. See, it's all lighting effects. This room was just used for storage. Nobody needs to come in here and do anything. Oh my God, I've got to do my plants really quickly. And this room is also not too bad, really. I mean, it's a bit neglected, but it's not, you know, well, it's a bit neglected. That's because the dog's jumping in and out of the bath and they want to drink the water. That looks terribly dirty there. That is not dirty. God, it's just got that... Well, it's not that bad. That's from the dogs anyway, jumping in and out. It's not that bad. It's not. And it doesn't need... See that there? That looks terrible. It's actually, again, a little bit of fluff and not nearly as dark in real life. It's just where... That's because the heater's behind there. The boiler, the heater, is behind that wall. And it's attracting a current of air. Everywhere else is fine, but that wall has a heater behind it and it attracts air that's warm, and like with a TV attracting all that dust that you get on TVs. See, just round the corner here, literally round the corner, is perfectly all right. Literally round the corner. That area there attracts dust. And that is just dust. It looks horrible. It looks 10 times darker than it actually is. And if I clean it, it gets back there because it's got more dirt. I do clean around here, but it just, that area attracts dust. You know? And here again, see now you have a different lighting effect. You see the same thing. The cat scratches that are actually not dirty because you have a different lighting effect. Different light and shade. That area is not dirty either. It's no more dirty than the other area. It has different light and shade. Oh, it's got a little bit of dirt now, I suppose, that area. But I mean, what I'm saying is I clean these areas anyway. And you have different lighting effects that make things look different. Mostly it's perfectly clean. And I don't want to trust strangers with my property. Why should I? Why should I trust strangers with my property? Would you? I don't want to do it.